Hey everybody, David Andrews here. We are on day 3 of our series on water as healthy habit number 2 of the 10 healthy habits for high energy living. So today I wanted to find a little water. So I'm out here at the Mississippi River. You can see the Minneapolis skyline, and the river is looking quite nice today. It's pretty calm. And hunting around over here behind me is a whole bunch of ruined something or other stairs. This used to be a nice little spot to get away, and now it's all decayed and trashed, and there's graffiti down here, and it's pretty ugly actually. But despite that, we have a really nice view of the river, and the river is beautiful because flowing water is also extremely beneficial, because moving water creates negative ions, and negative ions obviously are beneficial to our body in many ways. I don't have all the science or understand exactly how it works, but what I know works is we feel better when we are near moving water. So if you ever think back to getting out on a trail or hiking or even just driving around, and what is the attraction to waterfalls? Why do we always want to find a waterfall? And then we want to climb to see the waterfall. And once we're there, we want to get in the waterfall. If it's warm enough, we want to sit in it and we want to feel that moving water. And the same thing with the ocean, same thing with a river. Any moving body of water gives off negative ions, which will charge our body, our cells. So being out here by the river is really a positive aspect. So one of the things you can do as a healthy habit is certainly find bodies of moving water, get close to them, get in them, set up a fountain. Anytime you have moving water that's not stagnant, it's going to be beneficial. But the real topic for today is to expand on what we talked about yesterday, which was getting clean water and spring water we talked about yesterday. So today I want to share a little bit about another option you have for drinking clean water, because we know that tap water is tainted. Tap water is toxic. Most bottled water is simply tap water that's been filtered to a certain degree, but it's still tainted with fluoride. And so filtered water is the other option that I would recommend. So you can go and get filtered water, bottled water, filtered water, and you can purchase it, but it's gonna be more economical to actually purchase a filtration system and set it up at your house. And you can get whole house systems. You can get just the kitchen sink, set it up. You can get the little pitcher of water. So filters, you change them, and so on. You get a filter for your fridge. There's all different types out there on the market. But here's the key. The key to water filtration, if it's going to really benefit you and not just be sort of a nice to have, maybe make the water taste a little better, what you really want is a filter that will remove fluoride and arsenic, because water is also tainted with arsenic. It's tainted with chlorine. In fact, they've done studies testing water from municipalities, just tap water, and finding so many horrible things in the water, things like drugs, because it's not getting processed out at the treatment plant, and people are pouring drugs and pills down the drain, and it's getting into the water, and then they can't filter it out, and so now we're drinking other people's pharmaceuticals, along with lots of other undesirable items. So getting a filter that will filter out arsenic, fluoride, chlorine rather, and all sorts of other bacteria and things pathogens that could cause harm. And the system that I recently purchased is a new idea that's really been booming lately, which is a portable filtration system. Because who knows, if you have to pick up and move, if you want to go on vacation, if you're visiting relatives, and you go somewhere and they don't have filtered water, if it's in your system at home, connected to your sink and connected to your house, all the places you go where you're not at home, of course, you can't get filtered water. So the system I'm mentioning is called Berkey. It's Berkey, Berkey. And it's a stainless steel container, 2 containers, one on top you pour the water in, it filters through the filters into the bottom, and then you have a spigot and you dispense your water. It's super convenient, super easy to do, and water tastes great. And you can get 2 different filters. So you get 2 of the basic filters that filter out most of the junk. Then you have to purchase the extra filters that filter out the fluoride and the arsenic. So when you go on their website, highly recommend getting both types of filters so that you can get rid of the fluoride that's in your tap water, and you can be drinking pure, fresh, clean, filtered water. And then, like we just recently went on a little mini vacation for 3-4 days, we just packed up the Berkey and took it with us, set it up in the hotel room, poured in water, had filtered water the entire time we were there, fill our water bottles, fill our teapot to make coffee. So having a filtration system that's portable can be also a big advantage. So I have no affiliation with the company. I'm not making any money off their recommendation or anything. I just am using it myself. And so I'm just sharing my experience of how to get clean water wherever you are, wherever you go, even camping. You can take it with you camping. Take lake water, pour it in there, and it'll filter it out. So wherever you go, if you can get to a body of water, you're gonna have clean water to drink. And obviously we need water to sustain life, and clean water makes life much better. And if you can eliminate the fluoride, oh man, life gets a way more interesting, because fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. So the pineal gland is a little tiny gland inside the middle of our brains that's about the size of a grain of rice. It's the shape of a little mini pine cone. It has rods and cones just like our eye, and it's referred to in many ancient texts as the third eye or the single eye. And so we could get more into that in a future session, but getting out the fluoride, getting rid of the fluoride is one way. Drinking clean, filtered, or spring water that has no fluoride will definitely aid in your ability to increase your awareness and increase your level of consciousness to be aware of things that are, detrimental. So drinking water, clean spring water or clean filtered water that has no fluoride, is extremely beneficial. Highly recommend that you take action on this habit, that you investigate, you research, you purchase, and you install a filtration system, or if you live close enough and it's convenient enough and you can go get spring water. Those are the 2 options that I would recommend. So that's it. Hopefully you'll find some excellent ways to clean up your water source, and only drink spring water or filtered water without fluoride.